Welcome to Youth at the Crossroads. Hi, everybody. I am Lakeisha Hamilton, the founder of Youth at the Crossroads. I'm excited to be here with you all today. We start our show off with a brief meditation, so please join me. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. And you can continue that throughout your day, every now and again. Young people, this show is for you, especially. Helpful hints and tips for your guardians, your parents, your family, young people. Youth at the Crossroads is designed to help you. So here we are. So again, my name is Miss Keisha, and I first have to thank my son Bryson and my young adult Randy, who held down the show, our last show. We apologize that we did not make it to be with you last week. But 2 weeks ago, Randy and Bryson held down the fort, and they were amazing. I thank Randy for all the great things that he said about me. But everyone should know that it was not easy. It was not a walk in the park, mentoring him or his peers. So I don't want anyone to get it misconstrued and think, oh, it's just so easy. No. And Randy kind of hinted to that. It was a bunch of bumps and bruises. And I'm grateful that he has made it through and is a military vet. He's retired from the military and now an asset to his community, an asset to my family, to my children. So I'm honored to see my work turn around and manifest as it has. So as we discussed prior to that show, that I'm going to focus now on the scholarship information for independent schools for young people who are interested in attending independent schools. We have some information. Bryson, can you hear me? You need to call your aunt right now. She's outside. Your sister. So we have some scholarships which oops, I pressed the wrong button. We have some scholarships which go with the independent schools, and so I want to share those with you. I'm trying to get into my email, and there's like a whole process to this where I have to. Okay, we're in now. Okay, so hold on 1 second. I put up some I put the scholarship links in my email. So let me pull that up for you. And here it is. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, can you all see that? Try to make it larger for you. Okay, so can you see all the way at the bottom? All right, so this first one is Linked Unlimited, and the website linkedunlimited.org. The second one right here is HFS Scholars, and that's hfschicagoscholars.com. Then you have Daniel Murphy Scholarship, Their website is www.dmsf.org. And then here you have Empower Illinois. And you want to type in your URL, Empower, EMPOWER, then Illinois, ILLINOIS.org. Make sure you spell Illinois correctly. And then I forgot to include in that list the Jack Kent Cook Foundation. And that's www.jkcf.org. jkcf.org. Okay, so I will share that screen with you again, and we will work on getting that up on our website. So, as I have been discussing with you, 7th graders or current 6th graders going into 7th grade and 8th graders, this information is for you, okay? Actually, the Jack Kent Cook Foundation, you have to be in 7th grade in order to start their process. The other scholarships give 8th graders opportunities to apply, okay? I highly recommend that you look into them now. Actually, any grade you're in, I recommend that you look into it if you feel that independent schools it fits more of your style, the class sizes, the studies. You look into what the schools allow for you to study, like we use, I think, marine biology, for example. If you already know that that's what you're interested in, and you find that there's a school, or you hear about your friend's school that's it's not a regular school in your community, you found out that that is what they study there or allow for you to research, here are scholarship opportunities for you to start the process, okay? I know for sure that the Daniel Murphy Scholarship website, it gives a list of the schools that their recipients have used the funds for. So I recommend that you go to that site so you can start seeing a list of schools that are familiar with the scholarship funds, so that you can click on the school link, do a little research, find out what they do there, and see if it's a fit for you. You're looking to see if you can be who you are at these schools. You're seeing if a military school is your style. What do you need? You may know that you want more discipline, or your parents may feel you need more discipline, whereas you get up at a certain time, you make your bed, it's part of the routine, and or you know that you want to go into the military later, you want to start now in that routine, or that's a style that you like. And or for a Catholic high school, you enjoy studying religion, so you look forward to those classes on a high school level and move on to college. If you already know these things about yourself, don't force yourself to attend a traditional school because you don't feel that there's funds available, okay? There are funds available. Here are a few. Again, Link Unlimited, HFS, Daniel Murphy Scholarship, Empower Illinois, Jack Kent Cook Foundation. Now, Empower Illinois, I need for the parents and guardians to go to that website now. Go to empowerillinois.org. Go to that website now. Get yourself familiar with the layout. That particular scholarship process is a now for later versus you applying today because you're using the scholarship for next year, okay? Go to the website to get more understanding. One day I hope to have representatives from the various scholarships, maybe they come visit me before the season ends, and or if we can get them on the phone, or if you're home and you're watching now and you're more familiar, I'd appreciate you calling. While we're on the air, the phone number is 312-738-1060. That's 312-738-1060. That's the number you call to be on the air with us, and my son Bryson will take your call and then chime you in. Okay, so Empower Illinois is an opportunity for parents to register all the children in the household for scholarship funds, not only for high school, but also grammar, elementary school programs, okay? So parents, please go on there. You will learn a lot. There are several deadlines that you have to meet, so please look into there. The other scholarships that I've listed, they also have deadlines, and most of their deadlines are in line with the school application process. Okay, so it's kind of a heavy load where you will need to complete an application, essays, not only for your schools that you're interested in, the independent schools that you're interested in, but also for the scholarships, okay? So, young people, spring break is coming up and summer break is coming up. Use your time wisely, okay? You're on the internet. I know you're on the internet often. Start skimming through these websites to find these, to learn more about these opportunities, okay? What are the criteria? What are their rules and regulations? What do they expect from you while you're in high school? And what are they willing to offer you? And do those things line up with your life? Okay? So if you would like to leave the Chicago area to attend school, and the scholarship has weekly get-together opportunities that are not really opportunities, they're mandated in order for you to keep the scholarship, does that fit your schedule? Is that a scholarship that you want to apply to? Okay? Don't just run after the money and you win it, but you are not able to keep it because you cannot keep the schedule. Okay? There's also your extracurricular activities. You're in sports, cheerleader, dance, gymnastics. That happens on Saturday, or you have competitions during the weekend, and you may be far away for school, and or you know that your school load is going to be heavier because you will be attending these independent schools. Yet the scholarship requires that you return to Chicago in order to engage in several activities. Is that a good fit for you? Okay? You don't want to, feel like I shouldn't have to do anything to get this money. You don't want that attitude, but at the same time, be real with yourself. You're not going to drop playing on the soccer team in your school just to keep some money, because that soccer engagement, being a soccer player, can lead to a scholarship for college. Okay? So weigh these things out, discuss it with your relatives, and be realistic about everything. But I am really encouraging that you start that research now, because it is more than a notion to have scholarship applications upon you, and also the applications for the school. And as I mentioned before, it's not only paperwork that you're doing. Parents, you will be interviewed by the independent schools. Your child will be interviewed, and your child would be expected to take a day off of school to participate in a shadow day. Most shadow days are the school day, 8 a.m. to 3:30. Some may be 8 a.m. to 12. It depends on the school. You have to schedule those shadow days within the application period in order to qualify for the school year that you would like. Okay? So You have forms to complete. You need to be present for a visit to the school, and your child needs to miss school in order to engage in the shadow day, okay? So calendar needs to be laid out, and if you're applying to multiple schools, then that discussion needs to be had and laid out in your calendar. And there are also maybe events for the scholarships. They may have open houses, they may have orientations, mandated orientations in order for your child to qualify for their scholarship. Okay? Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I believe it will pay off for those that are willing to do the work. And as I mentioned, there are exams also. And let me see if I can remember the exams for you. Okay, so here is one exam. The SSAT is an exam for independent schools, and I believe it's for grammar school and high schools. And then, what's the other one, Bryson? ISEE. The ISEE exam. Make sure it's the right website. Okay, this looks familiar. Okay. So the ISEE website, it will have ERB at the top. And then you go in here. Now, you want to be in communication with the independent school that you're interested in. You can go to these websites and educate yourself, but you're not going to know which exam to take per school. Both of these exams are not necessarily needed for all schools. Certain schools use certain exam, okay? And again, there are testing periods, and the application process mandates that you have taken the exam prior to the deadline, okay? I'm sure there are some exceptions in there, like now you're just finding out and you're just applying. Okay, that's different. But to be in good standing, you want to do your research early, find out which program you're interested in so that you can be ready for the deadline. So again, one exam is called the ISEE. The other exam is the SSAT. The parent will create a profile, upload their child's name and information, but you need your school's code in order for your school to receive the scores. Yes, I do remember reading that you can take the exam, keep the score information to yourself until you know that it's the best score before you let anybody see it. Okay, that's fine. However, these exams are not free. I have seen some things listed where it can be as much as $200. So it's not just a hop, skip, and a jump. You just take the exam and, take it again, okay? Speaking of the fees, there are fee waivers that come with the schools. So again, find out which school you're interested in, find out which exam they require, and then have the real conversation of, is there any assistance in applying for the exam and also submitting your application. So young people, please do not be discouraged by a $65 or $75 application fee to these schools. If you are making the phone call yourself, ask if there are I don't know, you call it an application waiver, if there was any assistance in you submitting the application. If a young person is making that phone call, eventually they are going to want to speak to a guardian. So, young people, I'm proud of you for taking the initiative. I know some of you out there will do that, but guardians, be prepared to submit tax documents, your previous year's tax information. Keep those W-2s that you're using right now to file your taxes. The actual W-2s will be asked for by the actual schools and possibly the scholarship entities. So this is tax filing season right now. You have them in front of you. Please file them in a file cabinet or in that kitchen drawer, that junk drawer, so that you can find it later, okay? Because you will need that to assist your child in applying for these schools and scholarships, okay? So again, here are the scholarships that I know about right now. Link, L-I-N-K, Unlimited, HFS Scholars, Daniel Murphy Scholarship, Empower Illinois, Jack Kent Cook Foundation. So those are the ones that I know about. Read them, find the link, type it in Google, pull it up, read what it's about, see if you fit the criteria, see if the layout, the requirements of the scholarship fit your lifestyle, and you may see a list of schools that they're used to sending their checks to. Don't be discouraged if the school that you're interested in is not on that list. You can have the conversation about your school with the presidents, CEOs of these foundations, or their representative, and they'll have the conversation on your behalf where you're saying, I'm interested in attending this school. I'm really interested in your scholarship. Would you please consider this is one of the schools that you would send your check to? They have reasons for why certain schools are not listed. I've learned that they're looking for graduation rates. They're looking for support for students and stuff of that nature. So don't be discouraged. Have the conversation, and good luck to you. I'm getting that note from my son that it's time to wrap up. So again, I am Miss Keisha from Youth at the Crossroads. We are here for you. You can find us at youthatthecrossroads.org, and I will see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.